Is it working? I hate YouTube. Hang on. This is a good start. Leave that there. Hello. I'm guessing there's people there. I don't know what I'm doing, chat. Well, at least I'm live, but bear with me. I just thought I'd randomly stream tonight, even though I haven't done it in about a year. But hello to you all. At least it's working. Like, the layout is completely different, so this is all foreign. At least I know how to go live. But anyway, I don't know how long goes stream, but basically I'm going to work on the Yomanville Gang. I mean, I might as well do something, right? Can you hear me though? Someone say yes, please. Oh god. Hang on, let me just check OBS. Testing 1, 2, 3. I can see the capture's working, but can you hear me? Someone, speak to me. I think slow mode's on as well. I don't want that. Also, chat's like really small. But anyway. Jack, why are you tipping me 5? I haven't done anything yet. But thank you anyway. I missed you, my favourite tea and crumpets man. It's so good to hear you again. Thanks, mate. I was going to notify people on Twitter. Hang on. Hang on, bear with. I should probably let people know I'm streaming here. That's not it, that's the stream key. Oh, bollocks to it. I haven't done anything within 2 minutes, so let's just get on with it. I don't know why the ruler's there. But anyway, start off. I'm going to finish off this panel, then I'll move on to another one. That's my plan for the stream tonight. New layout. God, it's been so long. I'm not used to doing this at all. By the way, if I miss any comments, sorry. I have to put chat on a different screen to what I'm actually working on, so. But hello everybody. There's a lot of hellos, I can read that much. I should start drawing, shouldn't I? Here we go. Anyway, I hope things are going as well as they can be for everyone right now. For obvious reasons. Is season 2 the sequel? I mean, it's the sequential season? Is that what we can call it? I guess it's that. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, because I've got it basically turned off at my end, but I put it on for the streams. I've already noticed a mistake. The back of his head's sticking out a bit too much. If you're new to my streams, get used to me not doing a great deal. At the start, at least. You can't watch the stream, so I don't even know. I don't even understand. But hello, Husky. Nice to see you as well. Here's me thinking, like, after a year streaming, I'd get back into it and think, oh, YouTube's going to look exactly the same. But no. Like, the whole streaming thing looks completely different now, so I've spent like 20 minutes trying to figure it out. So, unfortunately, guys, if you can't see or hear my stream, then I mean, you're not going to be missing out. Yeah, someone's birthday. I appreciate the sacrifice. Have you ever played Among Us? I thought someone might ask that, and no, I haven't. Latest game I played was Mafia. There's a remaster of it. It was alright. Suppose I should say I should go on about what I've been doing since my last stream, but to be honest, well, because of these quote-unquote uncertain times, I haven't done a great deal anyway. But even without that, I wouldn't have done a great deal, except draw. So I've pretty much been doing that since last. Trying to think. Hang on, bear with. Thank you, Jason isn't great. Jason. By the way, nice name. As in first name. Again, sorry if I miss any comments. I haven't streamed in a year, so give me some slack. Tea time. And hello. God, sorry, my screen's so far away. Magdalena, if I said that right. Hello. Yep, I collaborated with Vegeta. Must have been about 2 years ago now. I did a couple of projects for him. Back along. Though if I'm completely honest, they're not projects I'm particularly proud of. Hence why they're not really on my channel. Oops. Obviously, Dylan hasn't cloned himself here. This is meant to be a reflection. This is my attempt at being fancy. How's the lump? Haven't had any updates on it, to be honest. Because of, you know what, the thing I probably can't say because it'll get me demonetised. Not that it's going to matter. But hospitals have probably been under stress over here, so I've not been told to come in for another MRI, which is what I was meant to have. But I should probably at least call him up on that. But as far as I know, it is quote unquote stable. But again, that was about a year ago. Fancy perspectives. Yeah, like I said, this is my attempt at trying to be fancy. I suppose I should say on this stream again, I don't know if it's for definite yet, but season 2 of this should be starting next week. But again, don't take my word for it, because currently I'm renewing my contract and it's turning out to be a proper ball ache, because I can't get any legal advice over here that can help me read through it, but I don't know if that's actually going to affect the release of the season or not. Again, I probably shouldn't say that on the stream, but whatever. Oh, trust me, Unity, I can easily forget. I'm not much of a streamer anyway. I hate calling myself that. I'm not really. Also, if you hear my chair in the background, I'm sorry. It's just squeaky. It's either that or my joints. Next week for sure. That's your words, not mine. Decimal. Because I should probably mention, I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream before, but I actually have no control over when the series gets posted. That's why I'm like unsure of its release, of when it will be released. Yep, I'm just about alive, Duco. Or Daco. Hey, hello Garth. Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm glad that I haven't scared away the usuals, so to speak. I've actually got 15 people here watching, so thank you for sticking around, everyone. I think that's like a record for me. The benefit of having 80,000 subscribers. For no reason. And so far, this isn't going completely south yet in terms of the drawing. Which I'm not focused too much on here because I'm only going to be using this once. This shot. Gotta give him a mouth. Better lip though. Oh, give him a shoulder. I don't know, Shadow Eric. Not even I know. Thank you, Aero X. I kind of like it. I sort of knows about it every now and then, but I think Formula One could be a lot better. I'm one of those cynical assholes when it comes to Formula One. But I do have a sort of interest in motorsports because, well, growing up I used to be surrounded by it. When I was about 13 or 14, I actually tried karting for a bit with my dad and my brother. So there you go, you can put that on my wiki. Right, now to colour in Dylan. Oh yeah, here's a panel of a recent episode. Spoiler alert. Again, I'm kind of experimenting with their colour scheme at the moment. Right, let's colour him. Oh, that's the banner that we might use on its return. Straight line tool. Let's put that there. Right, now that's the hard part done. Now, why are you doing that? Ah, didn't fill in his elbow. Oops. Went like that, I think. Again, it doesn't have to be that accurate. Thank you again, Garth. I'm working on a picture right now of... God, I need my glasses on for this. Drawing... You have a pig named Lulu. That's awesome. I like pigs. I can relate to them. Right. Now do the hair. I suppose since I've last streamed as well, maybe my technique is a bit different. Again, I can't really remember, but I have definitely changed it somewhat. I can't really describe how though. You just have to see. But one thing's for sure is that I'm definitely not as pedantic anymore. Oh yeah, in case you can't tell in this picture, Dylan's doing what everyone should be doing in 2020. Might need to add like some suds there. Um, by the way, it's not a PSA for bloody COVID, just so you know. God, suds. Circly bits, I guess. Maybe a bit of... Make sure to close those off, because I want to fill them in a minute. I wish I could talk through my process like I used to, but I'm a bit too occupied at just streaming at the moment. Oops. I'll do. Now to add a bit of shadow. So this is why I've got this one open, so I can just borrow that colour. Is that for real, Garth? Do you actually have monkeys at your farm? Why does everyone have animal? Why does everyone have weird / interesting pets nowadays? I just have a dog. Mind you, dogs are the best things you can have. There's no dispute there. I know I've done that. Done it the opposite way. Straight line tool again. Again, I'm not worried about being neat here. Don't just be a dog person, just be a dog. If there's anything I learnt from this year is that humans are just assholes. Especially over in the UK, I found. Not that I particularly like people anyway. As long as normal. How long have you been streaming already? Well, I was planning to do another drawing after this. So it doesn't say how long the stream's been. Basically, I plan on doing another panel from scratch and then calling it a night. I just wanted to see if my microphone was working. This is more of a test stream. Thank you, Gabrielle. Yeah, I suppose this hasn't gone as bad as I initially thought it would. I just hate YouTube trying to change everything each time I try to start streaming. Oops. I wouldn't say his clothes have changed a lot, but each character you'll see in season 2, their clothes have been changed up a little bit, but not too much so that I struggle drawing them. But hey, they're wearing slightly different clothes now. Again, I see that as a common like complaint on webtoon, is that people say the characters need to wear different clothings like more often, but that's so hard to do every week. Hence why I don't really do it. We've only been streaming for 13 minutes, are you joking? Oh yeah, don't forget the save as well. Oh wait, no. There is a timer in the corner. It's very small though. Oh, we've been streaming for nearly half an hour. Jesus, that's all I've done in 26 minutes. But anyway. This panel's pretty much done. I'm going to put some dialogue on the left, but I'm not going to do that on the stream. Because that'd be kind of spoiling the next episode. Or this episode at least. But mind you, I'm going to be spoiling it here a little bit. I guess if you haven't read beyond chapter 10, then... Sorry, episode 10, then spoiler alert coming up. Mind you, that was like almost... I can't think when I originally did that episode now. Must be about 2017. But anyway, I'm going to cheat a little bit with this one as well. I'm using my good friend, the symmetrical ruler. Which I don't think I used a lot on previous streams. But again, that was such a long time ago. I always struggle with like front-facing characters. It's weird, even with the ruler. Thank you, Rose. Glad you like it. Could be better though, in my opinion. But you know, like I said, I got to stop being so pedantic with this comic now. If I go back and change everything I wanted to change, the series would be completely different probably to what it is now. Well, this is probably the least interesting part of the technique. The technique of the drawing is me trying to plan it out. So I usually don't end up following it. This is why I hate drawing characters like completely face on, because you can easily make the ears or just the head just too high or too squishy or too thin. Consistency is bloody hard, I give you that. But again, as time has gone on, I've started to care less. Actually, on this layer, I want to draw the eyes in. Again, ideally, I would like the head to be a little bit wider, but whatever. Can you guess what it is yet? Actually, it might help if I actually turn the ruler off now. Again, I've probably made the eyes a bit too wide as well here, but you'll just see my process here. It's still trial and error, despite not being not seeking perfection anymore. Oh wait, no. Gonna put the ruler back on. Maybe I told you this on previous streams, but Jason King is actually a TV show character. But maybe that's why you said it, Jack. It's like it's like one of those really cheesy shows from the 70s. And I hate it. Not too sure about this drawing so far. It's meant to be Layla, yes. But not sure about the shape of her head. I feel like her eyes are a bit too close together as well. This is why front-facing characters like this it's weirdly challenging for me. I don't know, I can't explain why. I think it's because it's got to be like almost symmetrical, otherwise it looks off. But for the purposes of this shot, I kind of have to do it like this. Suppose I've got to try and... I don't want to draw... I only want to draw like that much. But I kind of got to... draw a kind of crossing her arms here. Also, her collarbone was way too low down there. I think it's the skull. I think the skull's like... Well, her ears are far too big as well. Like, what was I on there? purple freezer. I can actually see where you're coming from now. There we go. Doesn't freezer have like that as well? Squarish ears, or whatever they're called. There you go, freezer in like 5 seconds. Well, let's try and give her some hair then. Mind you, in my defence, I'm still not used to drawing Layla in this way. As you will see when it comes back. Well, kind of like how it is now. She's actually probably the most, like... not kind of infuriating. She's like the most infuriating character to draw out of the lot. But kind of bring that upon myself. Like the pigtail. It's always like either down here sometimes or up there. Then to be honest as well, the head is just a bit too big. So I think the eyes are too like big as well. Kind of looks like Dragon Ball Z at the moment, but better. Early Dragon Ball Z or later? Because earlier would be a compliment. Right. You know what we'll go do? We're just going to start cleaning up already. I'm not going to draw over it again. I'm going to try and fix it now. First off, let's get it to the correct size, shall we? What I'm going to do as well is draw the eyes separately, because I might use this for a couple of shots. Anyway. Sometimes you just gotta wing it. As if that was any better. Hudge to you too, Mr. Biscuits. Thanks for joining. Just realised this ain't very symmetrical, is it? Another reason why I hate drawing characters from the front like this. Well, good thing I decided to draw just one more panel after the last one. Because we've been here a while just trying to plan this out. Mind you, planning out is always the hardest bit. It's not what you draw, it's no, that's not the saying. Bugger it. It's not about how you draw, it's about what to draw. I think that's it. Again, I'm not very good at crossed arms either. But it's not really going to be in shot here, it's just to give an idea that she's got her arms crossed. Just realised I made a mistake there as well. Like her shoulders here. Let's try it again. I'm trying to think of what have I been up to since last stream. In terms of shows I've watched, what have I really... Oh yeah, since last I've watched BoJack Horseman, which was really good. I thought the last couple of seasons were a little bit not as good as like season 2 was definitely the best. And I've also watched Gravity Falls since last, which is really good in my opinion. I wish more shows would do the kind of thing Gravity Falls did, which just simply didn't outstay its welcome. What else have I watched since? Let's be honest, we've all had time to watch something because of these times. But as for anime, forget about it. And this is also the, if you want to draw crossed arms, this is the lazy man's way of doing it because you don't have to show the hands. Usually you'd show a bit of like hand there. Gotta make sure the patterns here are relatively equal to each side. I think her nose might be a little bit too far down as well. Right, we need to try and fix these eyes because for me the eyes are like one of the most important parts of my drawings. Thoughts on Full Metal Alchemist? I watched that a very long time ago and I loved it. Brotherhood, that is. For me, it's like one of my favourite anime. To be honest, I don't really. I've said this on streams previously, but for those who don't know, I don't really watch anime anymore. I find it very hard to get into nowadays. I don't know what it is. I tried watching. Here's one anime I watched since we last talked. I tried watching Neon Genesis Evangelion. Just wasn't for me. Right, I'm gonna do a new rough for the eyes. So bear with, because these do need fixing. I think they just simply need a better guide. So just delete that ruler and put it here. Firstly, they're too close together, I think. Let's move them a bit further away. You gotta cut me some slack. Her eyes aren't symmetrical, which makes it even harder. Forgive me, Jack. I can't even remember what. It has been a while since I watched BoJack. I watched it like at the beginning of the year. Where's that? Sorry that you've been going through some shit. At least I haven't had like any relationship problems from this year. I thought season 2, in my opinion, was the best. Well, when it was at its best, I should say. So I'm just thinking here, do I want to follow this guide? It's definitely better though. Right. Wish me luck. I wanna... She's sort of irritated here. I won't say why. You've got to try and feel the character's emotion. Now she's looking a bit cross-eyed. Helps us step back every now and then. Oops. That's another problem I fall into is I know it happens a lot in my comics, is that I make the eyes too flat. Hello, Dark. Yeah, meeting new people is something I should probably start doing. Well, I kind of wanted to this year, but because of, again, of the timing of certain things, I haven't been doing that. Well, just not really my priority right now. My priority is this. Don't not gonna lie, even with this opportunity, sometimes I get a bit down. I guess this opportunity is what's keeping me carry on with things without too much pressure. I don't know. Still not sure about these eyes, by the way. But hopefully you can understand why these eyes are hard to do. I've also decided not to make these eyebrows symmetrical from one another either. Again, they're probably a bit too close together. I'm following the old guides, that's why. Need about here. Again, it's not perfect, but good enough. What is your method of creating a story for each episode / season? I don't really the only way I do a episode now, I just start drawing it. I don't have time doing scripts and that, which is what I started doing, but it wastes so much time. Really, I've just got to put whatever idea I have in my head. Like, I do have the story, the overall story planned out. Like, I have a pretty vivid idea of where it's going, so if I didn't have that, I would really struggle. Mind you, that probably goes without saying, really. If you don't know where your story's going, then you are just going to have a bad time. But yeah, I don't bother scripting because, well, I gave up on that. Another reason I don't do scripts is because usually I change the dialogue completely when I start doing it. But yeah, to plan out each episode, I just start drawing like this. I go from the first all the way to the end. I usually sketch it all out, and then I go back and clean up. That's the thing, what I do on stream is not necessarily my technique I do in my own time, but for the benefit of the stream I'm doing like a whole panel in one go. But if you are going to do your own webtoon, plan out as much as you can, if you can, before you go into the execution of it. That was my very convoluted way of giving advice. Hope you enjoyed it. I mean, if you can do scripts, go right ahead. You're probably better off if you can, if you're capable of doing it. You kind of gotta be, Jack, to be critical of your artwork, because you gotta. How else are you gonna improve? Not necessarily myself, but from other people. Like, I'm fully aware that this isn't perfect. I'm not just referring to this panel. I mean as a whole. I don't know why I'm doing hand gestures to you guys. You can't see them. But there you go. I thought I should just let you know. Anyway, we're going to colour this and then I'm going to call it a night. Legends say that it will return soon, allegedly. Again, I probably shouldn't have said anything. I don't know if it's for definite yet, but from what I've been told, it sounds like it's coming back next week. Nothing is set in stone. I guess going back to planning, that is like also another benefit of doing it properly, is that you can meet deadlines a bit easier if you plan out. Otherwise you end up, you know, getting burnt out or whatever. Which I guess sometimes I can feel like that, but I wouldn't call it burnout though, because that's not. No, I don't think I feel that way when it happens. When I just don't know what to draw. I think I just know it's down to bad planning. Okay, I'm just putting a bit of shadow here and there just so she doesn't look so flat. That's really the only reason I put shadow in my drawings nowadays. It's not because I want to, it's because I just don't want the drawing to look so flat. Put a little bit under her nose. And I will do the eyes as well before I leave. Also, let's centre her a bit. Yeah, want her about there. Excuse me. We all hate this pandemic. Sorry, I missed that comment. Again, for me personally, in terms of like lifestyle, I haven't really been affected by this, so I guess this job has been a blessing, even more of a blessing than I oops. Than I initially hoped. But of course, none of us anticipated this happening last year, so... But, I've got to try not to talk about that on these streams. I also didn't give her a scar, did I? You'll be surprised how often I forget to put this in. But shortly I'll be done with this stream, guys. Again, I think we've hit the hour mark. Yeah, we have. Because I started about 7:45, didn't I? But I won't be gone for a year again. I'm actually want to try and get back into streaming sort of regularly again. Because right now I don't really feel like I'm under much pressure, which is another reason why I stopped streaming, because I wanted to just be as focused as I could. Thank you, Caden. I'm glad you like it. And hello. Again, it's so far away. Meltfire. I'm alright, thanks. I hope you're doing alright yourself. Unfortunately, you've come out of a bad time because I'm almost done. And hello, JTR as well. Again, sorry if I miss anybody. Again, another thing I've started doing recently is this. Just putting a bit of light on the nose. Again, just not, because otherwise it looks a bit flat again. And that's why I put shadow there. And again, just a bit of light on the eyes, because not because it looks realistic, but because I like the look of it. But there you go, there's a somewhat angry Layla. And now I'm just going to put the frame in. But that's very much it for tonight, folks. I'm glad. Thank you for joining, I should say. Yeah, I think I want like about there. Again, I kind of want to get back into the habit of doing this. Because it didn't go too badly, considering I haven't streamed in about a year. Plus you guys seem to like it, somehow, when I do stream, but can't knock it. Again, I appreciate you guys for sticking around. But there it is. Claps all round. Let me just go back and look at this. Do I still want to... Does it look alright? Yeah, it looks fine. Oh, no. I should probably do one more thing before I finish. You'll see in a minute. I need to make his reflection a little bit lighter. Right. Okay, we're not done yet. Just yet. Might as well show this on the stream. Again, I haven't done this in a while. Oh, I need to copy the reflection as well, don't I? The shading. Again, you notice I missed the shading on the hair, but I usually do that nowadays. Actually, speaking of the hair, I am going to just give him a bit of a parting. There we go. Again, not just because it looked a bit flat, but anyway. I want to make the reflection lighter, just to show that it is his reflection there. Because sometimes in animation or whatever, for some reason reflections are a little bit lighter. I guess it's just there to differentiate the two, because otherwise it does look like he's got a clone. Actually, I might copy that as well. And what do I need to do here? Rasterize it. Just go colour those black. So now I can remove him from that layer. Oh, why has that happened? Oh, it's because I didn't remove him here. Oops. This is why you do things on layers, folks. Always. Hope you're getting what I'm trying to say here with this, but making him lighter. It looks more like he's actually in that reflection now, doesn't he? Maybe that's a bit too light. Again, I might put a bit more shadow around here, maybe, but I'll think about that later on. Right, that will be it for tonight, folks. No fade out like it used to be, because I quite frankly forgotten how to do it. It's on OBS and I don't know how to do it anymore. But thank you. Did I miss any donations besides Jack's? I hope I didn't. If I did, I'm sorry. But thank you, Jack, anyway, for donating. And again, it doesn't show me. No, it was just Jack. So you're a special boy. But thank you, everybody, for joining. I don't know when I'm going to stream next, but I'll try and notify people on Twitter or whenever, if I know how to get the link on this, but I don't know. Mr. King. I like the sound of that, thank you. Yeah, goodbye, folks. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting what I do, obviously. I think that goes without saying. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. You are what keeps me... what what drives me to keep on doing this and improving. But enough sounding like a generic YouTuber. Good night, guys. And for God's sakes, wash your hands. Take care.